Each month, Annie and I host a deeper dive, which is a live Q&A with an expert in the field of lactation, business, or personal development. We hope you enjoy.
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the December Deeper Dive. I'm Annie Frisbee.
And I'm Leah Jolly, and we're so excited to have you guys here today. We're going to be talking with Jabina Coleman about taking a break and taking care of ourselves. This has been just kind of culminating a really crazy year for us in so many ways. And that means even more focus on taking good care of ourselves and our practice. And what does that look like? So I am thrilled to get to be here today because I feel like I am definitely needing this one for sure.
I know when we picked this topic, because we actually picked this topic a year ago, like in December, we're like, okay, we're going to do this and we're going to do that and we're going to do that. And we got to December, we're like, oh yeah, okay, in December, we're going to want to take a break. And then when December, the time to think about December actually came around, we're like, I need a therapist to help me take a break because I'm like literally don't even know what that means anymore. Like my whole life is both a break and a never ending, relentless stress bomb all at the same time. So who better than the lactation therapist to tell us exactly what we need to do and how we need to think about this crazy time. Just a couple of announcements. If you want to keep getting enrolled in these lives and join us every month automatically, you can become a member of the Lactation Business Coaching Podcast and help us fund these deeper dives and pay our speakers. You can join through Patreon or through Podia, where you access this webinar. We are also really excited. Leah and I were just planning a little pre-party today that we're going to be having for the Lactation Private Practice Essential course, which kicks off on February 1st. And if you register for the course between now and the end of the year, we're going to send you a Tricky Nipples Pay My Bills special edition t-shirt. We got the Tricky Nipples creators here on this call right now. Nichelle and Courtney have come up with this special edition, super sexy t-shirt. So if you sign up, you'll be getting sent a t-shirt in your size so you too can rock the tricky nips. So without on that note, I think we'll turn it over to Jabina. She's prepared a little something for us and we'll have time for discussion too. So Jabina, welcome to the Lactation Business Coaching Deeper Dive.
Hi, Annie and Leah. Hi, everyone. Annie, Leah, thank you so much for having me. I know we planned this many, many moons ago, and I'm so excited to finally be here and share this space with all of you. So a little bit about myself. My name's Jabina Coleman. I'm also known as a lactation therapist. I am a licensed social worker, reproductive psychotherapist, and an IBCLC. I am a Jill of all trades. I feel like in the world of maternal health, I am the co-founder and president for the Perinatal Mental Health Alliance for People of Color, where we provide resources and support for professionals supporting communities, BIPOC communities around perinatal mental health. And I am also the co-founder of Breastfeeding Awareness and Empowerment, also affectionately known as BAE. And I'm also a mother of a 16-year-old and a 6-year-old. And so I come to this space very similar to many of you, where I am either virtually working remotely, wearing many hats, also taking care of children. And this is just a really hard time for many of us, right? To just juggle all of the things. And who would imagine that like we would have to juggle like being at work and parenting all at the same time. And so I really just wanted to start by just saying there are a few people here, but if folks can just type in the chat, like, where are you from? I know we're up north and we are getting like, Annie said about 8 to 13 inches of snow. I'm in Philly and the snow is coming down. I see a few folks on here. I don't know if can I see the chat? Ohio. Awesome. Well, good to have you all here. And then for all of you who are watching at some point in New York, NYC, Annie's from NYC. I'm from NYC as well. I'm from Queens, New York. Did you know that, Annie?
I don't think I knew that. You have to tell me. I'm sorry. Where exactly in Queens are you from?
So I was born and raised in Far Rockaway, and then I moved to Jamaica, Queens, oh my goodness, Rosedale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. And I went to Hillcrest for high school and then went to Penn State afterwards. So yes.
I'm right there in Woodside, so we were also
Oh.
not too far.
Yeah. DMV area. Awesome. It's a great mix here. So wanted to really start with, I'm going to try to share my screen. I think can everyone agree that this have just been an amazingly stressful time? Just trying to balance, right? Michelle, right? Just trying to balance all of the things. And I think this time has really shown us, especially as lactation professionals, how resilient we are in different ways, and then how we show up for ourselves and our families, and then specifically the work that we do as lactation professionals, right? I'm going to share something really quickly with you. I'll tell you where I got this idea from. It's the universal needs of all lactation professionals. If you've heard me speak before, you've probably heard me talk about the universal needs of all mothers. And Jane Honickman is the creator of that. So I'm going to share my screen quickly. Oh, can you give me access to sharing my screen? And the reason why I like to share, so I'll do a little bit of both, sharing the screen, but also wanting to just kind of talk with you, see the folks who are on here, because sometimes the facial expressions and the nods kind of help the conversation flow in agreement. For those of you who may be listening later on, I will also be sharing my screen for some images that I know folks sometimes like to screenshot, etc. So let's start here. Perfect. All right. So this screen here, right? The universal needs of all lactation professionals, right? It's hard. This is hard. And I think that we have all agreed that this is hard work. And when we think about self-care looks different for everyone. And the idea of self-care, right? So this idea of self-care from the perspective of I just want a mani-pedi self-care, or I just don't want any children around self-care. I don't want to hear pitter-patter. I don't want to cook dinner self-care. I just want silence. I just want to let out a cry, self-care, or I just want a shabak, a scream, you know. Toddlers do this, and they do it really well, right? When they want something, they are able to kind of just cry or throw themselves on the floor, have a good tantrum, fall asleep after that, and just wake up like nothing happened. And I think that it would just be amazing if adults, if we let go of some of that inhibition and just kind of scream, and just let out a good cry. But sometimes that's for some people, it's harder to come by. And so just really thinking about as professionals who may own our own business, who are entrepreneurs, who are, grassroots organizers doing things from the ground up. Really thinking about how do you survive burnout professionally? What are some things that you can do? And so I created this. If you screenshot it, if you share it, I ask that you just please tag me, because actually this is something that I literally just came up with in the last month. So it hasn't been out there yet. You guys are the first to really see it. And so the universal needs of all lactation professionals, right? So a business companion, right? Leah, Annie, you guys, I see you as companions, right? In the work that you do, right? So having a business companion. I have a business partner, business companion, for several of my organizations that I'm a part of. And Rebecca Duncan, we are co-founders of Bay. That is my business companion. That is the person that, in my business, a part of Bay, I lean on her. I often say she's my right hand and my left foot. she's the person that I go to when I have questions and things like that. Or, if we're brainstorming and she needs to send an email or if I need to respond, having that business partner is key and it's really important.
If you enjoyed that snippet, the good news is that deeper dive was recorded. And by joining our membership community, you can have access to that deeper dive as well as our entire vault of deeper dives going back through 2020. You will also be automatically invited to our live monthly deeper dives, so you can ask the experts directly all the questions you want to know about that topic. We look forward to seeing you at our next deeper dive.